They never told you. Not directly. Because if they did, you'd never look at your screen the same way again. But the truth has been there all along. You were never the user. You were never the customer. You were the product. And the price they paid for you was your silence, your attention, your obedience. Every time you scroll, every time you swipe, every time you tap without thinking, you are feeding a machine that doesn't sleep, that doesn't blink, that doesn't care about you, except for how much of you it can consume. But this isn't the kind of slavery you can see. There are no chains, no whips, no cages. Just you, willingly connected to an endless feed of distraction. It feels harmless, convenient, entertaining. But behind that screen, a silent transaction is taking place. Your thoughts, your desires, your patterns are being bought and sold. They know what makes you pause, what makes you angry, what makes you want more. And they will give it to you. Not for your benefit, but because your attention is currency. You're not browsing the platform. The platform is browsing you. And with every like, you reveal more of yourself. Your habits, your fears, your weaknesses, all being catalogued, studied, refined, but it goes deeper than just ads. Deeper than data. They don't just want to know who you are. They want to shape who you become. You are being nudged. Subtly. Slowly. Day by day. Video by video. Until the person you were is not the person you are now. Not because you changed, but because you were reshaped. This isn't a glitch. It's not a side effect. It's the design. Because the longer you stay, the more you feed the machine. And the machine rewards you with dopamine, a chemical leash, draped in convenience. But you don't feel trapped. You feel entertained. You feel connected. And that's the perfect prison. A prison you don't want to leave. But let me ask you, when was the last time you were bored? Truly bored? Sitting in silence, with no screen, no feed, no artificial stimulation. Do you even remember what silence feels like? Because the machine fears silence. Silence means you're thinking, questioning, not consuming. And that's dangerous to them. So they built you a world that feels endless, infinite scrolling, infinite content, infinite distraction. But in that infinity, you lose yourself. You lose your time. You lose your mind. This is digital slavery. And the scariest part? You volunteered for it. You welcomed it. You crave it. You don't need chains when you can build habits. You don't need force when you can use algorithms. They don't control you directly. They just guide you. Subtly. Quietly. Until their thoughts feel like your own. But there's a moment. A brief moment. When you start to notice. The patterns. The triggers. The invisible hand shaping what you see. And in that moment, you awaken. You see the machine for what it is. Not an enemy. Not a monster. But a mirror. Reflecting back the parts of you that you've given away. The system can't exist without your attention. It feeds on it. It thrives on it. But it cannot force you. That's where your power lies. You can choose not to unplug completely, not to reject technology, but to use it consciously, intentionally, on your terms. When you decide where your attention goes, you take back control. You break the chain. You stop being the product and become the creator. This is your digital rebirth. Not a loud revolution, but a silent decision. A choice you made. Every time you look at that screen, will you scroll aimlessly? Or will you choose what deserves your focus? The machine will keep running. It will keep calling you back. But now, you see the strings? And that changes everything. You're no longer asleep. You're no longer a product. You are the one who decides.